Tiptoe, black market, sneak around the corner, Budapest Strasse. Black market, peek around the corner, Budapest Strasse. Come, I'll show you things you cannot get elsewhere. Come, make the offers and you'll get your share. Black market. Anyway, I went on for like an hour doing this Marlene Dietrich song for Julian, and what the fuck? Anyway, because he was in at number one, your email is not working. What the fuck? I looked over there and Jeff said, "You're on mute." I looked in my email. That's how I saw it. I was like, and it's not because I have the VU is working and it's not on mute. But hey, welcome to iBashers. It's Wednesday, June 18th at now 5:14. We started at 5:05 on the dot. Anyway, what I was talking about was in the beginning was because Julian is such a different bird. But we do have a lot of things in common. We both are big fans of older cinema, and when I talk about older cinema, I talk about stuff from before 1970, classic cinema, the auteurs, and I was mostly talking about Billy Wilder, my favorite director of all time. Some Like It Hot, Stalag 17, Sabrina. A Foreign Affair, which is what this movie Black Market is, where Marlene Dietrich plays a chanteuse in Berlin in World War II, and she kind of alludes to the fact that she's the ringleader of the black market. And there's this scene, and I demonstrated before. You're probably wondering what the hell I was doing, but these GIs go into this club, this Berlin, kind of jazz club, and there's this beautiful woman in this unbelievable dress, and she starts to sing black market, about the black market, about trading liverwurst for soap and all these kinds of things. And she takes a cigarette from a GI's mouth and she starts smoking it, and she sings and she walks around the room, and finally she places it in her piano player's mouth, and she finishes the song and pretty much admits to it, if you have something to trade, because she had a little bit of a accent and a lisp. It's marvelous stuff. But Julian, if I can find an arrangement of that, because I explained how I do the Basher of the Day song. Everybody gets, comes in at Basher, number one of the day, they get Basher of the Day. Julian, I don't believe has ever had one, and he should. Obviously, I have to come up with something big and orchestral. Usually I'll do it if it's simple, and for my dumbass rock brain, I'll play everything myself. But if it's very complicated, sometimes I'll use a track or I'll use a MIDI file, and I'll assign violins and things like that and all that kind of stuff. We'll see what I can get done, and hopefully I'll be able to figure out. It's funny, though. All these people were watching my mime show. I was like, I don't know what did it. It just didn't connect to the computer correctly. I don't know. Everything looked good. I was looking at the VU. It was fine. But anyway, I need a drink too. Anyway, he was in at number one. Something happens with YouTube. They take the chats away. I don't know why. And I thought we had, well, maybe this is why. Maybe, or did you redo it? I don't know. I had said, I think if you do too many in a row from the same person, they think there's a bot involved. So, and I had already asked Julian just kind of stagger them, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. Anyway, Ray's in. It says, a lady never kisses and tells. Too many to remember, darling. You, Ray, you, Raphael? I doubt it. Looks like the YouTube games begin again. I'm sorry for that. I mean, these are things beyond my control. As you know, I was bottlenecked as far as subs went for the longest time. It's still not a huge channel or anything. And who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I'm not talking about, grumbling about watches, and I gave up that shit. We'll talk about, today. We'll talk about Omega's new 30 millimeter watches. I'm not a watch channel. I'm a watch guy. I'm still wearing a Speedmaster today, but on my normal wrist. Because there's so many other channels for you to choose. If you want watch content, you can sit around and watch people browse through Chrono 24 and all that stuff. That's just, I figure that's not what we do anymore. But when something cool comes out, like this whole big gang of girls I've never seen before, I guess Omega's trying to launch some stars, and that's cool. One of them, it turns out, is Nicole Kidman's daughter. And okay, I don't know who any of these people are. Maybe you guys do, and that's cool if you want to talk about it. They're tiny little Aquaterras. They're 30 millimeter Aquaterras. Are they cute? Yeah, they're adorable. They're the old school ladies' wristwatches, and I guess that's great. Renaissance was he was. I know that, Andrew. I do know that, darling. I already send out $10 super chat, upvote and subscribe anyway. So then you're going to get the super chat gong, of course, that belongs to only you, Andrew Wolkowicz. Oy vey, YouTube. What do you do to me? Why? Perché? Might I be so bold as to suggest a Basher of the Day song for Renaissance? Cheap Trick tonight. I don't think. Listen, I love Cheap Trick. One of my favorite bands. I can't get out of Cheap Trick. Robin Zander is one of the. Do you want to hear a funny story? So back in the day when I was a teenager, how this worked, I don't know, but it did, and it worked everywhere. I used to pretend I was the lead singer for Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, because I had the same hair, we're about the same height. But I was like, much younger than he is. Well, actually, I'm not that much younger than he is. I mean, no, I guess I'm not, like 8 years, maybe. No, not even 5, 6, 8 years. So I used to walk around and get into clubs and pretend to use a British accent. Said I was Bruce Dickinson, always. And one day we're at the Parker Meridian Hotel when Iron Maiden were there. I was not posing as Bruce, but there's Robin Zander, and he goes, "Hey, Bruce." Robin Zander from Cheap Trick. So me, JS, who's been on the show, and I mentioned a minute ago, or did I not? Because it was part of that thing. JS. Oh yeah. So JS, I mentioned it during my silent movie. Wasn't that appropriate? I love old cinema. I was doing a silent film. Now, if only I had the screen in black and white, would he be even better? So we're in the Parker Meridian Hotel, and Robin Zander beckons me over because he thinks I'm Bruce Dickinson. So we sit down and have a night. We drink about 20 Amstel Lights, talk about life on the road, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, Iron Maiden are staying in that hotel. And we hung out with him the whole night, and we got away with murder. Robin Zander, I love you, but man, you have no idea who Bruce Dickinson is. It's just so ridiculous. But I love Robin Zander, and I love Cheap Trick, and I listen to them all the time. I watch all their live performances. They were great at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and certainly deserved it. But Julian probably wants Mahler. Melly C, happy hump day, Dirk, and all the beautiful people, and to you too, beautiful Melly C. Nick Brooker, hello, Nick Brooker. Evening from the UK, everyone. Newbie here, but longtime listener. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We'll listen to the show tonight and enjoy. Oh, well, it's great to have you in the room, and send us a Basher of the Day. You know how to do that, right? Yes, you could do, picture of the day, the Basher's Gallery. It's Basher of the Day at I'm all confused. Basherdirk at gmail.com. That's Basherdirk at gmail.com. Thank you, Jeff, very much for sending me the email, because I've got the gallery up here, and I would not have noticed that otherwise, which is really super fucked. Anyway, let's get into what Julian has to say. Never forget the words are not the reality. Only reality is reality. Picture symbols are the idea. Words are confusion. Isn't that the truth? Addiction is an increasing desire for an act that gives less and less satisfaction. The other day, this is my the end of me is this Diet Coke addiction that I have, and it's terrible. But when I crack one of those open and it's ice cold, man, that must be like what that hit off that crack pipe tastes like, because that's what it feels like to me. I'm just like this. This is fresh and it's cold. Oh. It's my crack pipe. I'm telling you, it just does something to me. And this stuff too. Handsome Joe LaFaro Glass, Drooby Do Coffee. Absolutely sublime. Every day, something new, a new vice to lure the masses. The people eat it up, becoming more isolated. Now they can't talk to a face, only if it's on a screen. So yesterday I was in Trader Joe's, which is an American kind of discount supermarket. It's organic mostly. It's very good. And they have certain things. They don't have brand names. You can't get Hellman's mayonnaise or Heinz ketchup there. You can get their brands. But it's probably 60% cheaper than the average supermarket. And there was a girl walking around with what looked like a fucking paint wagon. It was just insane, this giant wagon. It wasn't from the store, it was hers. It's like people with the double strollers. And she's FaceTiming, taking up the whole aisle and FaceTiming. I was like, ugh. She just was putting me in a bad mood. Finally, some woman goes, and it was probably Doreen. She goes, "Why don't you put that fucking camera down? You're blocking the whole fucking shebang here." And she just looked, and now people, when they misbehave in such a way, they look shell-shocked. Like, is this person lashing out at me? Oh, God. What's happening? I was just FaceTiming, taking up the whole aisle and being super selfish. Why are you calling me out on it? And it was the most delicious thing. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you so much for that. He goes, why don't you put the fucking phone down? You're clogging up the whole fucking works here. I love you, Doreen. You're my kind of gal. An abstract faith of belief and non-belief engulfs all. In doubt leaves one derailed in doubt. To listen to the world outside the soul within. Deep, Julian. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You know what? If you get a pang inside you, something that tells you something, then do it. I believe in intuition in a big way. It's probably one of the reasons why I've, you know, never been arrested. Not that I've done any crimes or anything, but like I've been in situations where my friends all got arrested when we used to walk through the subway tunnels. And then one of them decided to start spray painting. Who's going to find you down in the subway tunnels? This is in the 80s. We would walk from Queens to Manhattan underground through the tunnels and then sneak through the stations. Sometimes you can go around. There's an express train. You can go around the stations. Not all the time. But we would do that, and we would take hours, 6 hours to get from. It was crazy. And we met people who lived under there. There were cities, like there were groups of people that lived in the middle of the subway tunnels in New York City. And it was the 80s. The 80s was not very kind to the subway system. It was rat infested. Not that it isn't now, because it is, but it was really dilapidated. This is like in the 70s, like Gerald Ford said, fuck you to New York City. Drop dead, I think is what he said. It was on the cover of all the papers. He said, New York City, drop dead. And it was mismanaged, and the Bronx was burning and all this crazy stuff. It was just absolutely nutso. But in the 80s, it was pretty bad. Graffiti, you couldn't see through the windows. It was just very dirty. So we met a bunch of people down there. But, you know, my friends were not into drugs or anything like that. So, but like, you know, I got my friends all got busted for shoplifting at the record store. They I don't know if they got arrested. They got busted somehow. And like they were doing it when we were in there, and I was like, oh, don't do that, because I'm a goody two shoes. I'm like, oh, don't do that. And then they finally all got busted doing it, you know, because they're idiots. Anyway, a way of life which excludes the realm of the unknown and the mysterious is simply not in harmony with life itself. A way of life which excludes the realm of the unknown. True, because surprise is better than anything, except for surprise parties, which I disagree with. And thank God nobody pulled that shit on me, because I hate it. I don't want to be surprised like that. I especially don't want to eat. And Polo says, but you're a performer. Doesn't make any sense. You can get up on stage in front of all those people. It's different. You know, it's different. That's a band. It's, you know, it's supposed to be like that. Like, it gets a little weird. But you know how it is. Damn bots, I was first. You were, and you shall be celebrated, kind sir. Top dog, Mr. Jeff, number 13, upvote, love the paw nail. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I thought that was fun. Have a little chat show, because that's what I do. I talk to all of you on my chat show, and I thought it would be fun. And Ray, no audio for feck's sake. Well, I know that now. In $5. Saw Cheap Trick Heaven tonight, or you did not. 78. Pat Travers. I got to see Pat Travers many times at St. John's University with Tom Petty, Damn the Torpedo Store, and Blue Oyster Cult headlining. Now, my odd Blue Oyster Cult stories, like I don't remember whether or not I've seen Blue Oyster Cult. Anyway, let me give you a Big Bang Boom, and then we can talk about that in a second. Blue Oyster Cult, I saw the Black and Blue tour. That was Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult. And it's funny when you think about it. They one night Black Sabbath would headline, and one night Blue Oyster Cult. Wow, in the annals of history, like holy crap, that doesn't make any sense, right? You know, you'd see like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, but at that time, Ronnie James Dio was new to Black Sabbath. So that happened at the Nassau Coliseum and Madison Square Garden. Now I'm trying to remember what tour I first saw Cheap Trick on. It wasn't Heaven Tonight, though. I think it was Dream Police. I'm gonna say, because I saw Dream Police for sure. I saw All Shook Up for sure. I saw What's the one that has "Stop This Game" on it? That's my favorite Cheap Trick song. Produced by George Martin, I believe, right? Or is it Dream Police produced by George Martin? Anyway, great stuff. Thanks very much for that. And I absolutely love that. 20 Amstel Lights, pure heavy metal. Yeah, baby. Softcore Jericho coming back for you. Yeah. Yeah, and he had no idea. Poor Robin Zander. And that's just, I used to go to the Limelight Club, which is a church in New York City that was converted into this very cool opulent place. I wound up playing there a dozen or so times with my band. I saw Guns N' Roses there when they were nobodies. I walked over Slash. He was passed out in the back. And I didn't know who they were. I thought they were a pack of dirtbags, and I wasn't interested. I was not interested in Guns N' Roses when they first started. I mean, I'm still not all that interested. I love Slash as a guitar player. I love everything about that. But I would never put on Guns N' Roses for pleasure. It's not my kind of rock and roll. But yeah, I saw everybody play there. So I used to go there before I did that. I used to go and pretend I was Bruce Dickinson. And then this is a famous story. And if I've told this before, I apologize. I'm up there pretending I'm Bruce Dickinson, getting everything, champagne, whatever we want for free in the library upstairs. And this woman sits down. She's like, "Oh, hi, Bruce." And then she asks me how Patty is. And that's his wife. And I looked at her and she goes, "We both know you're not Bruce Dickinson, but I'm very curious to who you are and how this is working out for you." I explained what was going on, and I just said, my friends used to say, I look enough like Bruce Dickinson, and people used to ask me if I was, so blah, blah, blah. And she thought it was rather amusing. Her name was Terry Munt, and she wound up managing my band. So we didn't get in trouble. She just let us go. And then somehow, fast forward like 3 or 4 years later, when my band is playing there, nobody realized that I was that guy. I don't know. It was very odd stuff, but it was good. Softcore Jericho coming back for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. I apologize. And here's all the no sounds. I love it when Dirk does his mime act. Shh. I mean, isn't that just nuts that happened? And for no reason. Because everything was, I just had to turn my power amp on and then turn it off and then turn it back on. I don't know. He was on time. He'll work it out in 30 minutes. No, if there's one thing I can work out very, very fast, dear Dino, is audio, because I've been in a band, and I'm like, if there's some kind of dropout in tech, audio or video, I could figure it out probably within a minute, because you had to. And, being in a band that didn't have an extensive road crew, we did have a great guy named Todd, and he did take care of all that stuff. But no, we learned how to do all that stuff for ourselves. Jero, man, she's like, he's away with the fairies, right? Hello, Jer. So this went on for quite a while. Talking to yourself again, Dirk? Believe me, if it was mute, I'd have to hate. But I didn't. Let's explode the chat and he might notice. Well, you know what it is? Also, I'm going through the chat, so the smart guy in the room was definitely Jeff, because he wrote "you're on mute," because I have my email on the side for the Gallery of Bashtards, so I could see, and then I went, "You're on mute," and I looked, I was not on mute, and I went, I was befuddled for a second, and I said, okay, usually what's the quickest link in the chain? It's cables. Can't be cables, because I just replaced this whole system, got everything. The only thing I did not replace was my blue bottle mic. That's the only thing I kept, because it's a great mic. Everything else got switched out. All the cabling, all the wiring, everything different. So I was like, it's got to be the connection via USB-C. So and there we go. I can figure it out. No sound, Dirk. Please slow down. It's good though. Hey, it's funny. I like this. Travis says, any lip readers out there? There are professional lip readers who, by the way, work for the government. Isn't that incredible? Look how funny this is. Mike Lewis. Hey, Mike Lewis. I'll take over at the 10-minute mark. This went on for quite a while. He's definitely talking about the time he caught a fish this big. Top Dog, I sent him an email. You did. Satellite delay. I'm going to put my TV on mute and see if it makes a difference. Wow. It's fucking funny. Panel power. Lindsay Kemp. The only reason why I know who Lindsay Kemp is because of Kate Bush. obviously, for obvious reasons, because she taught him and Bowie and all those great people. That's so funny. Now we're never going to know what he's saying. But hi, Robbinsburg. But I did reiterate pretty much everything. But what did I say? I talked about Black Market, Marlene Dietrich, cinema. Oh, yeah. So, like, listen, I have friends that you guys know, one of them very well, who just don't like older cinema. Chair, why is that? Why does he not like, Billy Wilder and that kind of stuff, Robert Weiler and all those great stuff I know you and I are kindred spirits when it comes to that stuff. But like, I guess it's because my dad was such an aficionado of classic cinema. I mean, John Huston books and all these. So my father collected films and he made us watch, Singing in the Rain and, all the classics, all the Jimmy Cagney movies, all the Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movies. He made us watch W.C. Fields movies. And then, the other stuff started coming, the Billy Wilders and the William Wilders and all those kind of people. And I started to really love that. Now it's a different, like I was talking about on mute, when I was on mute, I was talking about how my friend John doesn't like that style of acting because it's a little meow. I don't know. I was going to get away with it too. It's very Scooby-Doo. But it was the time in there. It was more like theater. And nowadays, the realism came in and it got gritty, and you had the Pacinos and the Hackmans and the people who acted less, and But like Gloria Swanson said, we had faces then, and that's why I think I loved Conclave so much, was because there was so very little talking out of Ralph Fiennes. There was so very little dialogue, and when it was beautiful, but it was so in his face. It was so apparent what he was going through. It was really great, I'm trying to get past it. Look how long this mute. Well, it's still going. Look at that. I bet Dirk's dishing all the gossip on everywhere. That's right. I read everybody, the riot act. Look at how long this goes on. Well, I can't see because unless I go straight to the chats, I can't see it. To the bottom. I have to go all the way to the bottom of the chat, which I don't do. Anyway, Carolyn, how's the trip? She's away. She'll let us know when she is. Andrew, that was more fun than I deserve. There she is. Just finished dinner. Food was amazing. I'm sure that it was. Top Dog, isn't Axel huge? No, he's not. He looks great and he's singing really well too. He didn't sing well for about 20 years and then he got his act together. It's like Bruce Dickinson. He had a good 20 year where he wasn't sounding good. Now he sounds better than he ever did. So there is a way to get an older voice like that to sound good. Would have been a sad story if people mix you up with Meatloaf. I guess so. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. He falls off the cliff. That's his style. Let me sleep on it, baby, let me sleep on it. 13 minutes. That's how long I was in the thing. That's so funny. Hey, Renaissance says, greetings, Dirk. Can't be my clips that calls the problem because tonight I put them up live. Oh, okay. Well, then there you have it. It wasn't you. Paz $5. Can you unban Chooch Fatigue? He's sorry he called you a doofus when your audio was on fluster. Chooch Fatigue. That made me giggle. Come on. I much fear trouble with the fuselage, Frederick. Joe. Nathaniel Hannon spent some hours in Watch Eric's shop today in Miami. Always beautiful things to see there. Very cool. Did you get tantalized to pick something up? Was there something that you found exciting? I think I kind of know who that is. Yeah, I do, right? Watch Eric, yeah. Does he have a show on YouTube too? I mean, everybody does, right? Your email is now working. Earlier, I could not get through. Unobtainable. Is there something going on with YouTube, or because YouTube is Google? Technically, nobody's saying anything. I do have very few. I have to say, I have very few things for the Gallery of Bastards. So yesterday I had 8 million photographs. So basherdirk@gmail.com. That's basherdirk@gmail.com if you want to send stuff. I've got Becky, I've got Melly C, I've got Hitesh, I've got Julian, I've got Steve McLeod of the Cloud McLeod. Jeff, why don't you send some pictures while you're at it? Ray, yeah. This email's been checked for viruses by the FS. Look at this. Somebody Julian sent me a test. Okay, no, I got it. Oh, no, I got your stuff earlier, 12 p.m., Julian. So yeah, I have your stuff. I don't know. I mean, I have another account. My longtime email account is with my cable company here in New York City, and they don't honor that. So I'm at the limit right now, and there's no software to remove my old mail. So I have to completely migrate and change my email address on bills and credit cards and things like that, because I can't use that email address anymore because I will not get the stuff, which really truly sucks. Pat said, Pat Travers open, boom, boom, out goes the lights. Sure, I remember that was a huge song. Huge song. Did I give you the Big Bang Boom for that? I did. I gave you the Nathaniel wants to know, are you Rob Pazernick, my ND 2002 classmate? Wouldn't that be crazy if that were true? It could be. Top Dog says the big dance movies were fantastic. They were, that's, I mean, listen, I'm done with trying to convince people that stuff is good, because like, what's the point? You don't like that record, you don't like that movie. Who cares? Somebody doesn't like it, they don't like it. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. I tried to watch that movie Known As. People are like, oh my God, it was great. It was so shit. It was just so, man, my glasses are really foggy today. I should do that. I could be like the girl that does the clothespins, right? Let me do that. She's got like 80 million subscribers on YouTube. And what does she do? She hangs clothes on a clothespin in Italy. So maybe I'll make it exciting by cleaning my glasses. Man, it's funny. Goes to show you what it's like when you turn 60, because like I'm looking at my screen right now and it just looks like a blur filter. That's so messed up. Oh, there it all is. Incredible. The only thing I don't like about his shop is the part of town it's in. I think somebody made mention of that. His town, it's in a bad part of town. I always go armed. Well, you go armed everywhere, don't you? Pew, 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 pew. Why not? Nathan, my dad always had a gun on him. We called it the pea shooter. I'm not kidding you. And then when he retired from the bar, my sister wore it. I think that they were licensed. But we were so many cops in my dad's bar. I mean, here's a testament to the situation we had. So when we were right across the street from the courthouse, so we never got robbed or anything like that. And it was, right after it changed over, like a year later, a couple of months into their tenure, they got robbed and somebody got shot in there because there were no more cops, because they were mad about the whole situation. Dirk, I was talking to him about Platinum 1908s, and yes, he has a channel with 150. Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, that's amazing how many. What's the average subscriber count for people who have an underwear channel? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so watches. People like watches. We all like watches, but there's so many watch channels. And they all have kind of the same amount. Like Ush has, well, isn't that? I mean, it's not really a watch channel anymore. It's lifestyle channel. It's more cinematic, but the guys who just thumb through what's happening in the watch world, and nothing happens every day, nothing happens every day, right? Yeah. Eric is the guy with the sunglasses, Dirk. Yeah, not him. Right. Right. That's so funny. That would be wild. I haven't seen him since we sat next to each other at graduation. He was the only thing that made Tim Russard's speech bearable. Oh boy, Tim Russard passes. Nathaniel, what does Asheen have to say about that? He thinks the second isn't it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Inside information from colleges. I forgot to say hello. Hey, NDM. Good. Well, thank you, God. You said hello. Let's hit that up right now. Where is it? Where is it? Only good things. Only good things. It's the incomparable NDM, everybody. Sorry about that, buddy. I didn't see it, but I'm just getting to the end of the road now. And Travis says that Nathaniel Hanna, gotta love the free state of Florida. I had to go through an obstacle course to get a permit in California. Oh, sure. If you want to get a gun there, it'd be absolutely super simple. Empty defensive chooch fatigue. We all have chooch fatigue. It's terrible. Who did I just recently have to tell what that word meant? I don't remember who it was. That's so funny. That's so funny. Anyway, I do have the Omega's announcement today for the ladies, for all the beautiful ladies of the Eye Bashers. So it just goes to show. And whenever I do watch content, nobody gives a shit anyway. So you know why? Because I can rattle off Omega serial numbers like it's going out of style, but nobody cares. Who cares? So anyway, here's a bunch of girls that I don't know who any of them are. Like that's Ariana DeBose, and I only know that because I saw her name, but she looks different. So it's a bunch of girls. They're all pretty. They're telling secrets. They're all super young, and they're wearing 30 millimeter Aquaterras. They're bejeweled. They're two-tone. They're solid gold, and they've all got secrets. Isn't that cute? And it says to discover. And then this website is Cuckoo Town. Shh. Oh my God, she's amazed by that. So you slide down, and then it gives you this. Look at this fancy website they got. And then it gives you like you can slide over the girls. This is Sunday Rose Kidman Urban. She's got a lot of names, and she's a model. I don't know why. You're a model because you're famous. And this is her purple watch, and there's her cat. And then you can slide around and see what makes her tick. And then this is who is this one? This is Ashley. I don't know who Ashley is. Can we find out? It's very hard to command this. Let's see what it says. These are the girls. Oh, this is her like with fake stuff. My moments on set. None of that is on a set. That's all fake stuff, obviously. And okay, how do we get to the content though? How do we get to the content? Okay, so that's Ashley. Oh, now we can click to Marissa. And she's got a black. Oh, she's got the new eye polished. It's got the date window in a circle on the bottom. You know, it's got the little kind of rice indices. I mean, that bracelet is beautiful. It's 30 millimeters. We're going back to the small watch. Are ladies wearing small watches again? Is that what's happening? This is kind of beautiful. And this is Thames. I don't know who Thames is. Let's find out more about Thames. Who is she? What does she do? My moment's on the set. Okay. This is her. And what does she do? Is she an actress as well or a model? I don't know who these girls are. Anyway, these new watches from Omega. Does anybody care? They're small and they're cute. And then what's really messed up is, let me go here. If I can go back to this. This is what drives me crazy about this. Constellation, right? All constellation. View all. Look at this. And this is why Omega is fucked. Look at this. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The amount of models that they have is just insane. Those are constellations. I don't want those. I want to go to DeVille. Look at this. Wait till you see this. Now, I love the DeVille. I love the classic DeVilles. But look at this. Tresor, Prestige. Now, if I go to Prestige, right, view all. Wait till you see how many watches are in here. Look at this. That's beautiful. It is beautiful. Look at that. But look at this. This is what Omega's. This is why they're not Rolex. And I'm the biggest Omega guy in the whole wide world. But look at this. Yes, they're $5,400. Some of them are quartz, by the way. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but just to let you know. But look at this. I could keep on scrolling and keep on scrolling and keep on scrolling. They keep on scrolling and keep on scrolling. There's too many watches. I mean, it's too many. Omega, pare your collection down. Make 182 examples of a model of watch. Look at this. These are just the prestiges. Isn't that nuts? Look at this. I'm still scrolling. It's crazy. I mean, it's just too much, right? It's just too damn much. What do you think about that? I think it's crazy. I don't know. Underwear channel, OnlyFans, not YouTube. Hey, I'm sure that there's a couple. Hold on. There's a couple. Let's see. YouTube. Hold on. The underwear expert. Okay, here we go. Ready?
different apart is the designer brands, the degree of customization that you can do, and
Underwear
the
expert.
seriously low pricing.
Can I mute
Also,
him?
it's gay owned and operated, so they're kind of on the point.
That's good to know. Okay, so this guy is the underwear expert. He's got 321. I just Googled underwear channel. Underwear expert, 321,000 subscribers, the most respected resource on everything men's underwear related. And he's got 98.6 million views. Unboxing Tyler's curated underwear line. Look at this modeling. Okay, so there's a little bit of beefcake, I guess, going on here. New arrivals, new briefs, behind the scenes with the Code 22 crew. There's a little homoeroticism going on here. Okay, I get it. Okay, so that's the underwear expert. And then welcome to, let's see who else. The Black Tape Project. These are all live. Wow. Let's see how many other underwear channels there are. There's a channel for everything. Recycle your underwear, swimwear, 819,000 swimwear and underwear, 819,000 subscribers. How about that? Look at this. Yeah, sure. Men's shop. A lot of these, when you type in something like that, you get a commercial, but there are channels. I mean, if you could come up with anything like, how about collectors, come up with something. There's too many. There's just too many. And that's my point was there's just too many watch channels. And I think that people do the watch channels better than I do. So, because my expertise is vintage Omega and whatever. But we're looking at that. Like if I looked at channel for, let's think of something absolutely absurd. Can collecting. Is there something? Let's see. Can collecting. The Kathy of all trades. Oh, she doesn't have very many at all. I was just coming up with something crazy because you never know. No, I can't find anything good here. But you get my point. There's just so much junk going on in there. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna curate my little cute community of sweet people, and we'll go from there. And we'll talk about watches. We definitely will. Empty defense, chooch fatigue. We all have chooch fatigue. That's so funny. Le Carré, would you suggest Asheen would have more subscribers if you would add underwear content to his channel? Underwear haul, try on wearing. It's great. Maybe so. Or maybe he could take you on a trip to buy underwear since he's revamping his whole wardrobe. I mean, there's every old sock meets an old shoe. There's just something for everybody. I'm sure that there's a channel for every collector, like Diet Coke lovers. I should join that, right? Let me see. Diet Coke lovers, because that's my drug. Diet Coke lovers. Let's see. Diet wait is over. See, I'm getting a lot of people. The Cult of Diet Coke, 292,000 subscribers. Then there's Dr. Eric Berg, who's a Scientologist. Be careful of him. Don't listen to any of that guy's stuff. Glenn and Friends Cooking, they're making their own Coke. They've got 18 million subscribers. There's something for everybody, and that's fine. Nobody cares. Who cares? I cares. You care, Scotty. How much do they go for? What does he say about Eric or the 1908? I don't think Eric's his favorite flavor, but I'm pretty sure he likes the platinum. Who does who say about watch Eric? Omega is trying to get the girls to want an Omega. There's nothing more beautiful than a ladies' watch. It's just that ladies' watches have not been popular for the past, 6, 7, 8 years. Women have been wearing Daytonas. Oh, Ellen, but since Ellen got canceled, right? Ellen's super canceled. She's not coming back either because she's mean. It's called She's Your Boss. Now, I had a boss who was and that was terrible. But Oprah took everybody she worked for on a cruise when she closed up shop. pretty amazing stuff, right? I don't know. You know, sometimes nobody wants to get bossed around anymore. And my boss didn't boss me around. She was just not a nice person. I don't mind getting bossed around. You know, I don't mind getting told what to do. Very pretty aquaterras, but not for me. I wouldn't be able to read the dial. Me old eyes. Yeah, me too. They're very cute though. Ray goes, what does chooch whatever mean? Oh, Ray. Or what about the Second Amendment? We haven't really discussed it, but he knows I'm a gun guy. Oh yeah. Everybody knows that. They're lovely watches and ladies. They're beautiful girls, young girls. Oh, here's Tobster. Hey, Tobe. The only Omega I would get is I know you love that. I know. And maybe the Constellation Meteorite Dial is pretty nice too. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of great ones. Crazy world, crazy number of watches. It's a lot of watches, Joe. You should totally. Why don't you just bite the bullet and go get the No Time to Die? Listen, that watch is beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's light. It's titanium. Titanium. Chooch, Italian American slang used to describe someone as stupid. Black tape project, please. I don't know what that means. I suspect that the guy's subscribers are mostly women. You think so? No. There's a really funny clip. I'm never going to be able to find it now, but it was really funny. It's this guy. Anyway, I didn't know because guys are pigs, so probably not. Who knows? You never know. Super sticker, softcore terracore, coming back for you. That's hilarious. Diet Coke lover fan club president. I know. And he likes McDonald's. He doesn't even like the Big Mac. He likes the cheeseburgers or just the regular hamburgers. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Ray. He's done Elton John too. It's a drug, man. We're all addicted to it. Oh, and my bull of a Computron gone. 'Twas one at Gaza Fair down the village today. An island. Oh, whoa! You gave away your Computron? Well, you're a good person, Ray. For the cause, huh? More like Omega fatigue. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, Ray, wow. My wife has 2 watches and has no desire to own more. Men are typically collectors when it comes to watches. Yeah, because we're whores, Travis. We're total whores. You know why? I mean, like, I look at you and I see you wearing JLC. And I'm like, that guy doesn't need any other watches. You don't think like that. Like, one and done. You know, I would be one and done, Speedmaster and done, but I really like the Milgauss. And I also really like the first Omega in space. And last 2 weeks, I've been looking at it going, oh man, I really want that. Ooh, because guys salivate. Women don't do that. Women could take it or leave it. They're stronger than we are, man. Tasting History with Max Miller is a fun channel. Yes, I've watched that a million times. I like it a lot. Where he conjures up the old recipes. He's been working out too. Nathaniel Hunt at Dirk. I was replying to Paz when he asked what Asheen thinks about the second. Oh, I wasn't clear what he was asking. Now I think I was referring to the Second Amendment, but fairly sure Asheen likes he does love that. Everybody likes that watch. Everybody does. Everybody does. But I mean, I think people are misinterpreting the Second Amendment. I'm not going to go there anymore, but I think that's pretty much the case, right? You know, Le Carré, Kentucky Ballistics is a great channel if you try to choose the right daily carry, not a watch for yourself. I've never shot a gun. I'm not against it, and I think everybody should have the right. I have no problem with people owning guns. I've never had a problem with that whatsoever. I do have a problem with people owning automatic weapons because those are murder machines. Those are meant to mow down as many people as you can in war. They're not meant for your burglar, you know, or your ex-wife or the students, you know. Other than that, knock yourself out. Ray 4964. Hey Dirk, you probably know him, but check out our Italian singer Damiano David. He's the lead singer of Maneskin. Yeah, he just put out a solo album in English. I think it's amazing. Next summer, great song. Hey, I will. I know who Maneskin are. I know who they are, and I've heard their music. And I didn't know he's already on the solo record. Wow, the trajectory of his career is pretty damn fast. Holy smackaroony, man. Good for him. I'm on the fence with the No Time to Die. I think my next watch is going to be the Grand Seiko SBG Y013. I have too many black dial Rolexes, and in general, I need some lighter dials. So why don't we do that? Grand Seiko, because I'm not that great with Seiko references. Grand Seiko references. I love Grand Seiko, as you know. The beautiful Al, went to the Teddy event, and it was pretty amazing, man. It was pretty amazing. Al Benedetti. That's the SB. They all have the same serial numbers, which is weird though. With with the letters Y013. Let's take a look at this. Oh, really? Let's have a look for Toadster. Oh yeah, that dial is beautiful though. Oh God. Yeah. Great. So, yeah, I'm in that bracelet. Oh yeah. I mean, this is a beautiful, elegant dress watch. That dial, it's a spring drive, of course, so it's super crazy. It's more accurate than anything you currently own. That's for sure. Look at this thing. Spring drive gem inspired by Omi Watari. Wow, look at this. I mean, their dials, is there anything crazier than their dials? They're beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. 9S, 9R, and the 9F. Look at that. Look at that. You would go for the 9R, right? Is that what you want? You want the spring drive one, right? Amazing. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, you should get that. Why not? What's the price on this thing? $9,300. Can you get it? Is it a good deal on that on Chrono? Would you go that way, or would you want to go to the dealer and get it that way? What's your poison there, Tobster? But very cool. No Time to Die is a banger. Love it. You have one, right, Top Dog? Right? You have one, right? Nathaniel Hannon. Yes, Gun Rights. I'm a Zig P220 45 kind of guy myself. You guys, I'm a SIG addict. Look at you guys are nuts with your guns. Funny you should say that. I have a P220 in God's centimeter. Jesus. I have the Equinox. You guys are just it's officially a gun channel, guys. Come trade your things. Come, you get your share. Love the new Breitling Super Ocean Heritage Chrono in blue. Yeah, let's go with Breitling. Let's go. Let's do some watches. TLING Super OCEAN Heritage. Let's go. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. Oh God. Here's another problem though. Can I just say this, Trev? Man, I'm telling you right now, they have the same problem as Omega. You go to their website and you get that. I feel like I'm at the market. I'm at some kind of bazaar. Oh, look, I get great price for you. Look, he's sale. This is on sale. We're going out for business. Look, a very good place. Come, pick the watch. Look, I've got the whole catalog. Look at all the watches there. I should have one watch. It should look like Rolex. It should be beautifully photographed. Not like this looks so cheap, Breitling. This is Breitling's problem. Look how crap. There's nothing luxurious or elegant about this at all. They need some big old queen to come in there and just say, no, stop all this, because this just looks so shit. How terrible is this? Because the watches are beautiful. I like the green one. Ooh, can I say that? $6,200. Look at that. I mean, it's not like it's going to break the bank. Look at that thing. So crap, man. I should do a gun show. Look at this. Look how crap this website is. Kelly Slater? Oh, boy. That's not who you want pimping out watches. Look at that. I like this green one. Everybody's on the Milanese, though, now. Everybody. $6,200. Oh, that's not a chronograph. Allow while in the site. I don't want Chrome to know my... Fuck off. Look at, and also it's like there's a million pop-ups on the chrono. Yeah, there you go, Jeff. No exclusivity with Omega and Breitling. There just isn't. That's why Rolex is king. Oh, can we talk about? Oh my God, Emmett sent me a video of Mark Ronson and that singer Ray from England. You guys all probably know she's like a cheap Amy Winehouse knockoff. She's a good singer. I saw her on the Oscars and everybody was terrible. But they got inspired to write a song for Audemars Piguet's 150th anniversary. First of all, no one gets inspired to write a song about a watch company's anniversary. Only you wrote a song because you got paid for it. And the song has nothing to do with watches. It's a song called Suzanne. And it just sounds like pretentious Amy Winehouse, but the video, the making of the video is just the most pretentious pack of twaddle I've ever seen in my entire life. Absolutely crap. All I can say is, my dear friends at Breitling, you know what? Tom Ford doesn't make fashion anymore. Tom Ford needs to go and start designing Breitling, because look at this. This just looks like you're at the the bazaar. Look, good price for you. Come to Seoul. Come. Look at this. It looks so crap. Like, let's go to their main page. Look at this. That doesn't look great either. And this yellow, this is so shitty. Kelly Slater and some girl. I don't know. Look at this. This is horrible. Look at we know who that. Oh, look who that is. Okay. That's not even a great picture of her. Put her in an evening gown going to the Oscars, red carpet. Not this, what is she, just coming from the gym? That's Charlize Theron. That's just, Breitling. Look at it, just, man. They have no savoir-faire whatsoever. Terrifyingly bad. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say. You know what it is? It's time for the Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Tobster says, I put a benign comment about favoring a 45. YouTube AI auto nuked it. Does that happen? If you say that you like something like that? I don't know how that works. I read the thing that you said, though, right? It's a very, I didn't read this, you guys. It's very thin, a 10 millimeter spring drive manual wind and silk. Yeah, it's beautiful. You should totally get that. You never wore that, okay? Plus, I prefer my Gold Citizen Star Wars bullhead chronograph. Okay. Well, you like what you like, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You guys are talking about guns, and you're gonna get my show canceled. Breitling marketing is not great, but they make great watches. We both love that. We've talked about this already on the show. I love Breitling, and Easy and E and I went in there last year, and we had the best time ever. And it was so nice, and the watches are beautiful. It's just the look of the company is so crap. Their aesthetic is crap. The watches are beautiful, but like you go to their store, and like Top Dog says, it looks like Walmart shelves. Or Tesco for all of you folks, or Marks and Spencer, or Dunn's shops. It looks like discount stuff, and it's not, It's terrible. Tobster says, the censorship system in YouTube comments is next level. Wrong think is not allowed. It's crazy what it will shadow nuke. Well, because you've been a part of the show for a long time, even though you were away for a little while. Like today, some of the show got taken down. Like, and it's benign. It's my channel. It's freaking kitty cats and watches, and the odd occasional that kind of thing. But it's all ridiculous. Why does that? And I've tried. I have gone to YouTube, but I actually finally got somebody on the phone. Like, it didn't happen. And they're like, well, send us a video of when it happens. Like, they wanted a video for the very minute the comments disappeared. I said, who has that? It's absolutely ridiculous. AP says that Breitling is badass. I'm surprised Ush doesn't have a giant avatar. He's always wanted one. He just doesn't have one, though. YouTube nuked his voice. Yeah, it's Joel LaFar for pretentious twaddle. Joe, please God, watch this thing. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on a second. I don't care. Who cares? YouTube. Okay, hold on. YouTube. You got to see how bad this is. Oh, did I just miss? Oh, I did the wrong thing. Shit, that's okay. Mark Ronson Ray. She's derivative. I'm not a fan of that shit. Oh yeah, this is it. Unveiling Audemars Piguet. Okay, here.
Rating is 100.
I'm not gonna play the music because I don't want to get nuked. Mark Ronson and Ray, and it's like it's a song.
Anniversary. That's kind of nuts.
And it's them posing out windows, watches, catalogs, sitting around where they got the inspiration. There's piano, he's gonna play bass, the shadows. It has nothing to do with watches or music. It's just she's walking around the park. There's a stereo because he's so retro and hip and cool. And there's a glass of water. And she's sitting in a piano. She doesn't play piano. And like they're getting into the groove of the song. She talks about how she lost herself in the feeling of Audemars Piguet, and it is just, I mean, it is the most pretentious twaddle in the universe, Jill Farrow. It is like you just want to go. It's so freaking bad. That's what it is. Anyway, where are we? We're at the Gallery of Bastards, is where we're supposed to be, and I will have to go back to where it was, starting with Steve McLeod in the Highlands of the Clan McLeod. Steve McLeod, there he is. Mm-hmm. Look at this, is cool. It's so this is great, man. Look at this. Looks like Satan lives there. Ooh, the theme is red. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at the sea there. Gorge. Gorge. Oh, and he got this almost looks like is that a train car? Oh, you're in a train car, aren't you? You're on the train tracks. How cool is that? Yeah. It's like the west of Ireland. Everything's stucco. Everything's coming up stucco. Steve McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Thank you, buddy. Beautiful work, as always. Quite the photographer he is. And then followed right up with the incomparable Julian Renaissance, the basher of the day. I'll come up with something fun and delicious for you. I will. Black Market. I hope it's that, but it might not be because that's a huge orchestration. Oh, very Art Deco, isn't it? Look at that. How in the world did one achieve that? Beautiful. Stained glass. All of our exes live there in Texas. Oh, very cool. It's the underground, not underground. Silly me, I didn't know that there were overground tube trains, but I see the tube right there. I see the underground symbol there. I didn't know. Look at that spiral staircase to where. Wow, that's cool. This is a guy walks around his mistress, as he refers to London, and just seeks out all this crazy stuff and gets it. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, Jillian. Ah. Look at that. Look at all the different bricks here. You're a texture monger. Look at this. White brick, red brick, block. So many different things in there. And doorknob. I'm a doorknob. I'm not a big fan of the European doorknobs. I like doorknobs. Like if, because like in Italy, like everything's a door handle with like a lever. I don't like those. I like doorknobs. I think the first thing I would do is I would replace all the doorknobs. I don't like those things. They look like you're in a civic building. This is exquisite, of course. Exquisite. Bank. Wow, very cool. Wow. Wow. Ominous, Jillian. Oof. What is going on here? That is some kind of, is that a locker? Look at the color combination. Colors that I would never see together, and there they are. Incredible, Julian. That's beautiful. Look at that rich blue, deep cobalt. Look at that. What building is this, Julian? That's amazing. Comparable. Julian, thank you so very much. Always fun to share the art. Beautiful. Beautiful concept. Everything's coming up. Hitesh, look what got here lightning fast. Hold on a second. Hold on, is this Hitesh? Sorry, Dirk, I missed this email. I will let him know. Oh, you missed this email. Oh, this is the email from when I sent you. Oh, that was months ago, wasn't it? It was like January. It was January, wasn't it? Was it not January? This was what Hitesh had sent to me as a care package. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Vancouver Brothers, which I've pimped on the show a million times because I think it's beautiful stuff. There's my address. Let's lock in there. Thank you. Smart enough to know. New York. And the beautiful letter I got. Well, thank you for. How did you miss that email? That's crazy. That's crazy town. You missed my email. Melly C, happy hump day. Eminem madness, smoking Mindy madness. Yeah. This is for Carolyn Martin. This is called Beefcake for her because she's absolutely out of her mind with Mork. You're a beautiful boy. We love you. Oh, hello, Mork. Mork. The devil herself. She's up at the top of the stairs creating the trouble there with her Renaissance bib that she has, which is so perfectly decorated upon her breast. Here I am, sire. My commands are you will obey me at my will because of my beauty. I love her big saucer eyeballs. So cute. Morgan Mindy madness. Madness. Yeah. Thank you, Melly C, for the Mork and Mindy. We love it and we need it every day because it makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Becky Brown, Q-Tip found the spot. Now, this is Bronson's girlfriend. You know, we're trying to make me a match. We are trying to pimp them out together. Look at Q-Tip. Wouldn't it, Bronson and her, make the most beautiful couple ever in the history of the world? The cats. You know what the funny thing is? Two white cats don't make white cats. It's crazy. Any cat can produce any color cat at any time. But look at the eyes on her. Isn't she gorgeous? That's for Bronson. Bronson needs a girlfriend. Laverne's boyfriend was Daryl. They had never met. It's my friend Steve, hardcore Shutterbug's cat. And we used to say that it's Laverne's boyfriend, but alas, they have never met. They never met. Ray. This is from your Gaza giveaways. Look at that, the Irish books and such, right on the shore there. Nice, and he gave away his boulevard. Look at that. Did it fetch a good price? Oh, and look, it's a goat. Oh, that's just a shot of a goat. It's not a video of a goat. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. What is that down there? Is that salt? Shit. Do you go down there and just go fetch a pail while you're at it there, Ray? Fantastic. Does look like salt, does it not? Basher Wednesday, sleep time, nap time. Andrew Wolkowicz and the kids are here. Oh, look at you, beautiful kitty. Nothing cuter than a sleepy kitty or a sleepy puppy. Cats sleep in it. I love it. Yeah, cats like that. Puppies, they sleep in. Dogs sleep in a certain way, but cats are always upside down or with their legs up. It's always so crazy. Thank you, Andrew. Look how peaceful. There's one pose, and there's the next one. Amazing. Thank you. And And next up, we have, hey, Jeff Chester. Beach last week, Jim in the hot garage. Frank. Oh, nice. Thanks. How cute is this? Look how cute you guys are. Is that your mom? Is that your mom or your wife's beautiful mom? Oh, look at that. Great shots. Here's Frank. Dun, dun. I don't know why. Every time somebody says Frank, I come up with a different Frank song in my head. Great. Beautiful shots. That's your Jim? With what kind of car is that? You got some crazy vehicles. What is that right there? I can't even tell what that is. Look at the size of those wheels. Jesus there. Jesus. Boom, boom. He had sent me this thing on Seth MacFarlane. It's the guy who created Family Guy. He's doing a Frank Sinatra album. He's a good singer. He's like, it's very, very difficult when people try to do the Sinatra. But the hook for this particular album is that he was friends with Frank Sinatra Jr. and Tina Sinatra. So they had all these arrangements from Nelson Riddle and Alex North, all these things in a drawer. And she's like, Frank, my dad never recorded these, and like he brought them to a bunch of different people because like Bill Conti's not alive anymore. All these great arrangers, and there's a guy that specializes in the way people played in orchestras in the 40s and 50s, the MGM musicals and that kind of thing. And how crazy is that? That this guy, that they were smart enough to know that a modern orchestra is not going to play these arrangements the way they're written. But people who know how they were played back then, because its styles change. You know how everybody's like, oh, yeah. It's all about riffing. It just sounds like a pack of gnats. Just sounds like mosquitoes now. Nobody can sing straight notes anymore. Nobody sings notes. They just go. Just sounds like fucking mosquitoes. Anyway, thanks for sending that. And I'm really enjoying it. That documentary was fabulous. And, I've never been like the biggest Seth MacFarlane guy. I don't really know much about him. Family Guy. It's not a show I ever watched. And he's a very interesting guy. I know he did a duet with Streisand a couple of years ago. Graduation present had to be a watch from the incomparable James M. Spaghetti-O. What do we got going on here? It's a Farrer watch. What the hell is that? Look at that thing. Wow, Farrer. That's beautiful. How cool is this? Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. That colored dial is glorious, man. Wow, that is really super duper cool. Oh, that's beautiful. And I love that band too. It's very beautiful. And I'm not shocked you're a man of style, elegance, and incredibly charming. Did I say charming? I meant it. Super charming. And hey, late submission. Wife took this in our garden at sunset. Well, there's no such thing as late. It's beautiful. This is from Travis. Namaste. Oh, that's quite namaste, motherfuckers. As my beautifully departed yogi used to say to me all the time, the beautiful Marco Kalesevich, I love you up in heaven, you beautiful man. He was just the most beautiful creature on the earth. And he used to say, namaste, motherfuckers. As we would leave wrung out from 90 minutes of murderous hot yoga. And it was just, I was in the best shape of my life and, just would never feel the same going. I have not practiced yoga since he died, since the pandemic, because he died during the pandemic. And he didn't die from COVID. He died from a very rare, very, very rare kind of cancer, which makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, namaste, motherfuckers. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. And to close out the Gallery of Bastards today, Vasilios, cheers to all of you. He's having an Aperol Spritz. That sounds like a fun thing to have tonight. Aperol Spritz. I love them. You love them. I still love them. I drank so many of them since we discovered them way back when. And then I've moved on to other things, but I still like Aperol a whole lot. And, it's like, I thought, oh, it's too sweet. I had one not long ago, and I was like, man, this is pretty good. I'll have another one. Thank you very much. Thanks, Cecilia. That's very sweet of you. And that's fantastic. And that's it. That's the Gallery of Bastards. That's everybody. Everybody in the house. Thank you guys so much. The Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Travis with a superstar sticker. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Joe LaFar for the pack, and that's fucking pack of mosquitoes. I'm so tired of everybody doing that. I'm so tired of everybody doing it. And I just got to know if you really, 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 really love me. So come on. Do you love me? Do you love me? Great Kiss song. Because I can't help myself. Because I can't help. For the pack of nuts, let's go. Everything's coming up. Omega. Let's give you. I give you all. Man, there's so many of them. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for the super chats. Andrew and Ray and Paz. Is Andrew and Ray and Paz and Soft Toy, Terra Corp and Paz again. Nathaniel and Soft Koi, Terra Corp and Joe LaFaro around the bend. And it's a lot. Travis, thank you. And I ran out of lyrics. Thanks, guys, very, very much. James M, thanks. Yes, college graduation gift for our younger son. Also, they engraved his name on the back. That's beautiful. And what a beautiful piece, too. So great, so great. Absolutely great. Thank you, guys, so very much. I can't help falling in love with you. Lick the tin. I don't have a tin here, but I don't know. I would lick the tin. Guys, thanks so much for a great show. Rufus says the Netflix series latest on Love, Death, and Robots. I just want to make sure I'm not missing. AP, my dog Gus is always admiring my neighbor's Dane Lily. He starts whining. I always tell him, calm down. You couldn't handle her. You can't handle the truth. That's true. Just want to make sure I got everybody in there. I don't want to miss anybody's fun comments because it's your show. Tobster says there's some huge secret master word list of word combos that YouTube Ministry of Truth, the Ministry of Truth, does not allow. That's probably true. Indeed. Anyway, that's the show. Thanks so much. It's 6:30. I love you all. See you back tomorrow. Same bash time, same bash channel. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you run into Doreen, give her the benefit of the doubt, because you never know. She could be a Karen. You don't know. She might be the nicest person. She might save animals. Who knows what her problem is, why she's being that way. Give her the benefit of the doubt until she proves that she's not a nice person. She's just a Oh, and please smash the like.